chat, there's a card like this in almost every set where it's very clearly a casual Timmy card that's not intended for 60 card constructed to be competitive, but I still get endless requests for, hey Jeff, can we lose a bunch of games trying to make X card work? So I like to take at least one crack at it, so that way when I get more requests in the future, I have a smoldering dumpster fire on YouTube to point to say, hey, this is bad, here's an example of it being bad. And this is something is making noise. Is that your phone?
I'm gonna call.
Okay. Oh, all right. Sorry. Now my wife has thrown off my deck tech. Anywho, this card, I'd be surprised if it's good just because you have to untap things that are tapped. So like we have Azeka's Chariot to like theoretically tap our board. We have Scut Swarm to make a bunch of things along with this. We've got these to ramp with and this, and Elspeth to help us find Halo Fountain. I would not be surprised if we end up winning a bunch of matches with this, but at the same time, we also never end up actually winning with Halo Fountain itself. But we're gonna give it the old college try and see if we can actually win any games before we get Meat Hook massacred. Yes. Yeah, that's the other part. We just got done talking about how creature decks are in kind of a rough spot, so let's try and play a deck that needs to put 15 creatures into play. So if you made it through that and you still want to watch me lose a bunch of games, all right, hang tight, don't go anywhere.
Jeff Hoagland fans, Cool Stuff Inc. is partnering with Jeff on a special, limited edition, all-metal vampire token. This is a one-time only production run, with each token individually numbered and totally unique. Pre-orders are only open from April 18th through May 1st. After that, they'll never be offered again. Don't miss your chance to get one of these unique tokens by going to the address on the screen now. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, let's do it. Sorry, normally I pop in the queue while that's rolling, but blame my wife again, we were talking. Hey, nice, thanks. They're sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna order a few extra for myself since they're gonna be a one-time print run. Want to have a few on hand for later. I mean, I just assumed that my mythic rare card that had an incredibly difficult alternative win condition to achieve wasn't going to have an animation. Easy mulligan here. Cultivator's pretty mediocre. No second green. And then I'm actually really surprised that they templated this effect the way that they did, because you actually can't put Tangled Florahedron into play with Kami of Bamboo Groves, which is more than a scotch awkward. Maybe I actually want to keep this though, rather than Felidar Guardian or Felidar Retreat. This'll make lands for Scut Swarm. I think we're gonna keep this for its channel ability. Okay, and now with that draw, You can do this into this into this. Six feet apart. Thanks for the 3 years. Welcome back. Yeah, we talked about when we built this deck that I think there's a chance that, like, the non... what's it called? The non-Halo Fountain part of this deck is probably close to reasonable. Do we get down paired to silver, chat? Is that what this means? It's fine. I didn't want this Elspeth anyways. I can discard it. Seven lands? Not playing against this card in Standard has been nice. Kind of expecting this card to not have the same text box for long. It would be impressive. Yeah, I was saying it would be impressive if we could play a card that's not legal in the format. Okay. Yeah, I hope they get a Halo Fountain too, chat. You and me both. Stop! Please! I have a family!
I won't let a few thugs threaten this city.
Just nowhere near 15 creatures yet. Playing on, and actually, the Halo Fountain is actually a big brain line to make our opponents Undercity Plunders brick frequently. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. Do, 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 do. Look at that, chat. Up a game against the best deck in the format. Up a game against the best deck in the format. Our deck is busted. Confirmed cracked. I'm gonna bring in Ren in 7. I'm gonna cut Innkeeper. Cut a Bamboo. Mooiz! Thanks for the 34 months. Welcome back. You beat the deck, then you become the best deck. I mean, I don't make the rules, but that sounds accurate to me. Fair is fair. Hey, look, chat. The Forsaken Crossroads is black now. That's nice. That's nice. Similarly, these can only be put into play on the green side off of Kami of Bamboo Groves, and I need these to be white. So, although now, if by did we do it, you mean are we currently undefeated against the best deck in the format? Then yes. We did not play Bant today. We played Grixis Walkers and Green-Red Treasures. I am not going to sideboard out Halo Fountain. I feel like it goes against the spirit of the deck submission to not have Halo Fountain in my deck. Deck lists are available on my Untapped page, and they'll be available in the video description on the YouTube channel after we've played them. I do not have the decks that we have yet to play posted anywhere. That was extra work, chat, and I didn't feel like doing extra work. So if I play Renin 7 and they can KO the token, they will simply get to attack Ren. What if we play Renin plus it? Think of it like that? Because, like, having a bunch of lands makes Storm the Festivals potentially better down the line. You can grab my Untapped profile here. And we overpower a reflection of the Kiki-Jiki. That's kind of a tall order.
We may bend, but never break.
Never lucky, chat. Never lucky. Wait, is my Azeka's chariot bugged that only made one catch yet? For the follow-up bits. It's just a little weird to me that they didn't just like, yeah, I like, if this was their line, they should have led with it, Tumos. Like, whatever. I guess it works out to mostly being the same, but... My Ren's gonna die, and then my Cultivator is gonna get to kill their 2-2 in combat here.
Failure burns within us.
This is actually not a bad drop, because it gets me a land, and then this is land 10 to flashback Storm the Festival next turn. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to outgrind Reflections of the Kiki-Jiki though. Let us see. We should probably put some Skyclave Apparitions in our sideboard, huh? We have portable holes. No Skyclave. It's definitely an oversight. Card's real good, and we can fight it with Elspeth and Storm. Alright, now they get to Reflection City Stalker us. I assume we're dead. Oh yeah, we actually just don't get a land for the rest of the game, right? Because they'll just draw steps, City Stalker us. Oh, this kills Kiki-Jiki. Let's put these in my deck for now. I should definitely have some Skyclave Apparitions in my 75 though. Yeah, the Kiki-Jiki saga is a big part of why during my spoiler review during spoiler season, I was like, all of these cards are just really hard to evaluate because they're such a new type of design. They're tough to parse without actually playing games. Turns out I was right. Weird. Funny how that works. You know what I love to do, chat? I love to mulligan to 5 against the deck that's gonna mind drop me on turn 2. Big fan. Ooh. I can't believe that saying, huh, interesting, I don't know when you don't know helps keep words out of your mouth later. Yeah, funny how that works. Strange. I think I want to just get Renin 7 down. Whichever of these I don't play this turn has a real chance of,
Do not underestimate the forest because of its beauty.
has a real chance of getting got by a connoisseur next turn, which is unfortunate. They can't put another card in my bin. They can't kill Renin 7 this turn, which is nice. When's the next Alchemy batch? In about 4 weeks, usually. Usually about a month after the set release, we get, have another removal spell here. It's really unfortunate. I get to kill my Planeswalker, too. Gave it the old college try here, but it's starting to look like our, mulligan to 5 is gonna be the end of the road for us this match. creatures that make land drops along with Felidar seems pretty good, shit. We had like a Storm the Festivals next turn. We might actually pull this out. He says before getting Meat Hook massacred for 4. Yeah, they definitely overdid it on the red black stuff for sure. It's a shame Renin 7 didn't get to draw at least one set of lands for us. I really hope we get Retreat to Coral Helm on Magic Arena sometime soon. Would be a gas edition. I think casting this is worse than playing a land. I only have 2 Forceful Cultivators. Like, if I hit a Stomper or a Forceful Cultivator, it's better. How many looks do I get? The top 7? All right, I'm gonna Hyper Geo this really quick. Hold on. I have 2 timeouts. 46 cards, 3 hits, 7 looks. I want 1. We're 40%. No, it's only hits creatures, right? Yeah, only creatures. 40. And like, what's the upside, right? Like, having 1 more creature, like, isn't that good, right? I was gonna play the land. I think this game's actually winnable, chat. We feel like Storm the Festival next turn. Have a real shot. If I had not having Skyclave Apparitions in my deck is a big deal right now. I should definitely have 4 Skyclaves in my sideboard. We'll fix that after this match. Turngibber's spell would have also buffed the Nighthawk. Oh yeah, that's a good shout. That wouldn't have been great. Do you see what you did, Tumos? Why would you put this mojo on us? What did I ever do to you? Who did I hurt that you loved? Why would you hurt me this way? Why did I deserve this? All right, chat, if you want to play a potentially good version of the deck we're playing, you cut these 4 Halo Fountains and you put these Skyclaves in the main deck. However, I am here to lose for your pleasure, so we're gonna leave those in the main deck. We're gonna put them in the sideboard for now. But if you want to play a green-white landfall deck that might be good, cut the Halo Fountains and put the Skyclaves, man. This card, chat, is really good when you get to play it for 2 mana. It like it's hot. A little venturing into the dungeon here for the opponent. Chat, you gotta remember, it's not just 15 creatures. We also need 5 white mana. Yes, and to tap the creatures without the opponents killing them. Bamboo grows is kind of a gasoline design. It's kind of criminal it makes these ugly ass forests though. Yeah, D-Beard is with me, they get it. They understand my plight. Going with +1 counters and not making a cat really shows me you don't believe in our Halo Fountain plan. I mean, you're not wrong, but also, hello. Look, chat, I'm gonna grab a white land so we can work towards 5 mana for Halo Fountain. Listen, chat, I'm not gonna do this, okay? We're gonna bring in our cards, we're gonna figure out other good spells to cut. To leave this where it's at. I don't know what else I can cut, shit. It's like Kami of Bamboo grows, maybe a Scud Swarm. Joke's on you, Andrew. I opened 4 Halo Fountains all natural in my booster packs. I didn't spend wild cards on them. Hashtag sometimes lucky, maybe. Maybe, I think I think that's a sometimes lucky. You let me know what you think, chat. Is that a sometimes lucky situation? Oh, punished, chat. I should have believed. If I would have played Overgrown Farmland on one, I could have played this on two. I really got to think about this card being in my deck with my land sequencing patterns. It's so very different than other cards, just like not something that I'm used to computing. Because if I would have played this land on one, I would have played this on two, and this is a creature in my hand. I'll put a 1/1 counter on the goblin. No blocks. 13. Yeah, if we draw an untapped land next turn, we'll be in a pretty okay spot. Although I can't block either of these, I'm going to 7. Oh no! Oh no, and another finger on the monkey paw curls. Not like this. Gotta be more specific, Hogland. That's true. That's true. If Halo Fountain wasn't in my deck, we'd only be playing 1 basic plains. Maybe 2. Maybe we'd be playing 2 instead of 3. You need at least 2 plains for your double white cards. And I definitely wouldn't be playing a 3rd, though, if it wasn't for Halo Fountain. It would have been very different with ramp on 2. Yeah, definitely. My 3rd land would have still been tapped, though. This keep is for all the haters who asked if we were ever going to cast Halo Fountain this game. Astral Flame, thanks for the sub gifts. That's super generous of you. Appreciate it. Happy Friday. Happy set release. Cards like these always have some amount of value in Paper. Alternate win condition cards are very popular among more casual players, and casual players drive the economy. But if competitive players are a small microcosm of the greater Magic community, most people that play Magic do so incredibly casually. That's a good thing. Magic's a much better casual game than competitive game, chat. They killed it, chat! They took the bait! Listen, Rusty Nuke, there are lots of examples I could fish up on Twitter of people saying the only thing the Magic Arena economy needs to be fixed is the ability to purchase wild cards directly. Wizards of the Coast is just giving the people what they have asked for. I wonder how that's going to play out. The constructed events previously were definitely softer than the latter in my experience. I wonder if that's going to continue to be the case with the organized play changes. Yeah, honestly, the buying packs or the buying wild cards directly is just WotC shutting people up. It's just them being like, oh, you wanted to buy wild cards, huh? Don't ask us for stuff anymore. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like my answer. Don't ask the question. Here, one venture off of these gargoyles becoming scary. Dude.
But we also will not hold back.
I was about to cast the Halo Fountain and then I drew a good spell. I apologize.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
You get like $400 to $500 worth of Moto cards to that $50 bundle. Hey, Obnixilis is $75 on Magic Online right now, chat. Oh, rip not having a 6th land. Rip us. And they drew another removal spell. Beats. Beats by Dr. Venture, chat. For what it's worth, the Renin, the Obnixilis price will come down pretty quickly on Moto. Their economy's just really bad, so it takes a while for it to, it takes a while for things to happen. Whew! Look at that value, chat. Drew a card, untapped my creatures. It's the good stuff right there. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Correct. They scryed a card to the top. I am terrified. Oh, the audio's bugged, shit. Like missing some sounds? We're going off! We've activated Halo Fountain twice! Let the drugs flow, chat! Oh, we're dead to the Cave of the Frost Dragon. Beats. Beats. Alright, let's give the client the old re-kick here real quick. If we'd have just had like 6 more turns, we'd have got him. That's an accurate statement, chat. You can't really argue with that. It's just the facts. We're gonna draw untap green in our first 2 draws, chat, I believe. How was it? Kind of aggressively mediocre, Alicane. It was very validating for my opinion that Winota should definitely be unbanned in... Winota should definitely be unbanned in Historic. It felt very similar to Red-Green Shamans, and that, like, it popped off, and it was kind of neat when it popped off, but in the games that it didn't pop off, it was just, like, pretty mediocre. There's so many, like, creature decks in Magic 2020 are just a tough sell. No Archivist. I don't know, maybe someone hasn't broken the formula yet for Explorer. What an interesting and engaging game. Opponent seems to be playing some kind of control deck. I'm going to cut 2 Innkeepers and bring in 2 Renin 7s. Bring in 3 Renin 7s. Might make more changes after we see what their deck's doing. They might be a tempo deck too, so maybe Renin 7's not right. Archon of the Storm, thanks for the follow. I already had someone on Twitter let me know, HR Beck, that they went from Platinum to Mythic with it, so they think it should be banned. Chat, if we banned every deck that you got from Platinum to Mythic with in Magic Arena, there would be no cards left that are legal. I want you to ban everything until Stormcrow is playable, and then we'll ban Stormcrow and we'll go do something else. Rejected. Rude. I was counting on this creature to draw us a white land chip. Usually I expect people to buy me dinner before they stroke me, chap, but my wife just brought me a smoothie, so I'll make an exception. I haven't actually played a land yet for the turn, so let's draw here. Actually, I have a chance here, huh? Oh, I could have copied the clue. You could say, chat, that I'm clueless.
Towards the fight. I'm ready.
It's actually true. I made that misplay on purpose so I could make that joke. Don't be upset that I'm a more gifted entertainer than the rest of you.
City, and I'm going to protect it.
Yeah, we can tap the Stomper with the Chariot. The reason this deck plays Chariot is we can tap all of our creatures at will with the crew cost. If you think Jeff wouldn't do something inoptimally for content, then you didn't notice the 4 Halo fountains in our deck. So, normally, a sweeper like this would be super backbreaking, but I do at least get to keep my Halo fountain here because it has a shield counter on it. Rats. An unlucky rubber ducky. Chat! Chat, hide the memes, chat. They're coming for the memes. Holy crap. Man. Holy hell, chat. Good God.
The answers about my past here. I'll be your shield.
Do I want a cat or am I doing 1/1 counters? I think I'm doing a cat this turn. We'll do 1/1 counters next turn. Four here.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
Hey, chat. Will you be shocked to learn the person on the Twitter shitter in my mentions that assured me Winota should be banned was playing best of one, and that's why they think the deck is too good? Funny how that works.
Let's do this together.
Power moves with tender care.
I think I'm down ticking Elspeth here.
Well, these streets are rough. I've made plenty of connections.
Wait, are they dead? That's lethal, right? Okay, good chat. Turns out having 16 creatures lets you win the game, chat. Just not with Halo Fountain. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. When I get back, we're gonna play a couple more matches with this deck. Don't go anywhere. All right, chat. So, for YouTube video titles for this deck, I'm thinking Halo Fountain unplayable, trash, rest of deck kind of okay. Too much of a mouthful? Or just perhaps just right. Telling people that Halo is trash. That takes me back to my teenage years, chat. I grew up in a Counter-Strike Source household. Sorry, 1.5, 1.6, and then Source. Great shit. We've got some stompy boys here. I think I need a jump block with Cultivator here. Yeah, Innkeeper's Gut Swarm might buy us time to live. Really want to draw untapped land next turn, right? So we can go Innkeeper, Scut Swarm, land drop, Stomper. Oh, wait. The treasure lets me do this anyways. Oh, that sucks. All right. Something that gives us multiple lands, huh? Storm the Festival would be great. Sedge. If we had gotten City Stalker, we'd been in an okay spot there. I think you want to be in white, silly cheese. I think Felidar Retreat and Elspeth are both pretty good. And I think Skyclave Apparition has a lot of utility out of the sideboard. Or in the main deck even. And these, this card and this card and this card, the fact that they let you search up a color of your choice kind of makes it so, what's the word that I'm searching for? It makes it so your splash is a little easier. I know these are double white cards, but they're pretty easy to cast with your things that search for basic lands. Yeah, low opportunity cost, a lot of upside. Chat, after this match, I'm gonna cut the Halo Fountains and we'll play one match with the deck as a real deck. Okay? No, Dr. Mister, the matchmaking servers didn't come online until after I was done streaming for the day. Forsaken Crossroads changing color based on what you pick with it is such a great quality of life improvement. Yeah, you kind of just don't even notice. It's so slick. It just comes into play and looks like a plains or a swamp or whatever. Yeah, so I think maybe we want to reconsider Chariot. So let's change this name to Green White Landfall. I think I would take Chariot and Halo Fountain out. I definitely want the Skyclave apparitions in the main deck. Is there another good green or white card that Elspeth fishes up that would fit well into this shell, chat? Any thoughts? Wedding announcements, okay. We don't go that wide, though. I mean, gala greeters welcoming vampires kind of cute. We have a lot of little dorks that this triggers. It might honestly be right to just keep the Chariots, chat. We can also just play Renin 7 in the main deck. This is just a good card. Like, what if we, like, put 2 Rens and 2 Yasharns in the main deck? These are cards that help us hit land drops. Yeah, we can play... I don't know if we necessarily want Wandering Emperor in the main deck, but some Wandering Emperors in the 75 sound good. Definitely seems like a reasonable inclusion. Maybe we round out the sideboard with Elite Spellbinders or Redains, something to disrupt control decks. We have Portable Holes and Faithful Absence for creature decks. Shaya. Shaya. We don't have that many creatures that meet that criteria, I don't think. Nah, I'm not really super looking to protect individual threats. You can protect Scud Swarm from spot removal by, like, playing it out. Oh, you know what we probably want? Guardian of Faith is actually probably what we want. We wanna be able to beat, that can beat Meathook for a turn, right? Yeah, okay. Let's play at least one. We'll play 1 or 2 matches with this. And we'll just leave them on the end of the video. And I think we'll probably, if this feels okay for a match or 2, we'll probably do a full set with it later next week. I have to satisfy my Pokemon Unite addiction, chat, before I sign off for the day. So this is gonna be the last Magic deck we play today, but Gosh, that's close. I think I bottomed the Storm the Festival, but it's close. This would have been a really good 7-card hand. It's kind of an awkward 6-card hand. I think I'm gonna skip open lobbies this week and just try and finish grinding my main account to Masters. I'm up to like Ultra 2 after my 5-stack session. We went 11-3 with me playing Trevnan in a 5-stack last night, Patches. Listen, Beansy, you know the rules. Do we Scut Swarm and then land drop, or do we set up Felidar Retreat for next turn? I think I'm gonna Scut Swarm and then land drop, because if they spend their turn KOing Scut Swarm next turn, it means that they're then not gonna be playing a 4-mana dragon that got reduced. I think is my plan. Yeah, there's the Town Razor, quite the tyrant. Man, this effect's really good against our poor little Scut Swarm chip. That's actually a really good comparison, 3Smith. Playing the solo queue is like playing Magic, and playing a 5-stack is like playing Team Chess. Accurate summary. We're probably just dead here, right? We have a bunch of good tools in the sideboard here, though. We got Faithful Absence, Wandering Emperor, another Renin 7. Let's cut the Innkeeper. Cut the Yasharns. Yeah, legitimately, Lucas. Like a good solo queue player is gonna win 55 to 60% of their matches. A good Magic player is gonna win a similar amount. And you kind of just balance it out with some variance over the time. Hey, Patches, are you around this afternoon for Pokemon Unite, or are you busy? Tree does seem real good, yeah. Agreed. For like an hour? Okay. Opponent figuring out his sideboard against Arlean Fall deck. There's been a pretty good range of variety in the Alchemy queue this afternoon. Sad that there's no second land choice. It would be so good. This is fine. I guess this is a spell. especially with the 4th land run here. It's gonna be the option to Emperor next turn. Chat, you know how you know I'm over 30? I sneezed so hard I hurt myself. Oh, my muscles hurt. Whew. Big chest sneeze energy. Oh, man. I really need to get back to a gym again, chat. That's probably more related to that than the age. My whole chest and arms, I feel it. That was, whew. I think I'd rather get rid of Goldspan than Leyline, but it's close here. Huh? Now I just cast Red in 7, right?
The entire forest is in.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Those sleeves are kind of sweet. They are on brand. Two mana Goldspan Dragon's pretty good, I hear. I get $5 for each token sale, according to me. Tank, double dragon. Watch their last card be a removal spell. They could be in the tank trying to figure out which planeswalker they want to kill, though, too. Because, like, Ren in 7 threatens to make another token and draw me more lands, and, like, Wandering Emperor could exile a dragon if they don't attack it. So, like, they kind of need to, like, take out the Wandering Emperor, right? Leave me Ren for now. Chat, you ever want to know how much money I make with regards to something? If it's not ND8, I'm happy to share.
We will give you
Transparency and clear communication are good things, in my opinion. We want to plus Ren in 7 before we storm the festival, because if Storm the Festival finds another Ren in 7, we want to put it into play. And we want to storm before we play our land drop, because if we find a Scut Swarm or a Lionfall card, we want this to trigger it. Both is good. I guess I want Skyclave Apparition, huh? And if I want Skyclave, do I want Felidar or Scutsor? I think Felidar is actually better for giving my board Vigilance. How much money did WotC give you to be an alchemy? So I'll let you know when the first check clears. I don't want to lie to you in case it bounces. Gonna be made a premium rubber. Sick. Our Planeswalkers punching the clock and doing some work there. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. Do I want the last Skyclave? I guess they have more 4-mana dragons than I was expecting. How much worse has it felt without Halo Fountain? Notably worse, but I wanted to give this version of the deck as a budget option in case people didn't have enough Mythic Rares for the Halo Fountain. I think it's important to make the deck accessible. I think we took out 4 Mythics and added 3. That's probably accurate. No, the Wrens were in the sideboard before, so they're the same. It's the same as before. This hand wants to draw a land on exactly turn 3 because of the way Cultivator's templated. So we gotta play this on 1, but then if we draw a land next turn, we can't cast this on 2 because of the way this card works. This card's so powerful when you get to play it on 2, though. Would really love to draw one of our Bolt lands next turn, actually. So that way we guaranteed have our land rolled up, but also still get to do this for 2. Never lucky. Never lucky. Would have blocked this perfectly too. Would have been a huge sequence. I think we actually Cultivator here rather than Stomper, because Stomper can't attack or block yet. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for the Prime, Invictius. Switching industries sucks out of academia. Yeah, I can't blame you for bouncing out of academia. Definitely been there. My last couple of years in academia were definitely for the love of it and not for the paycheck. Oh, they have a white splash, huh? But I must have had something else come up. Just started roping on every action. Maybe their toddler knocked their drink over, their cat made a mess. Doorbell rang, pizza in the oven. Maloney, thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. Adult Gold Dragon's a good shout. Cat knocked the toddler over. Mood. Maybe their toddler made a cat mess in the oven. Listen, chat. All I'm saying is there's a reason why there's locks on my oven and things over the burners on the front, okay? Toddlers enjoy making messes of oven adjacent things. Not drawing lands in my landfall deck feels bad, man. I guess we're just passing with Emperor. Yep.
Run away.
We only have 22 lands. Yeah, but we also have for if you count the channel card as a land, it's like 26, right? And it's a double land. The channel card's a double land if we have at least 3, and we've been getting to 3.
I guess that's it then.
This card's still so brutal when you're stumbling, chat. I think we're dead, so. I guess we could do this, and if we draw... I can't afford to take 2 here is the problem, but if we draw a, another removal spell for this, we could maybe be in the game still. Needs to happen like next turn. I was little, I set my light bright box on the stove and turned it on for no reason. Oh, children. It said, I've said this before, chat, but toddlers are essentially tiny suicide machines. And your job is to make sure they are a machine that fails. Do not let them be successful in their task. Keep them alive at all costs. It's Luca Magic. Thanks for the follow. You can play Luca Magic on Arena again. Agent of Treachery, Luca Shenanigans, Fire of whatever is a thing in Explorer. Are we dead on board? I block here. I take 8? Yeah, it would appear that way. So I know I'm not ready for kids. I barely keep myself alive. We all have those days, Beef. We all have those days. I do one more blindfold deck. That was close, so we stumbled a bit. Let's do one more, and then we'll flip on over to some Pokemon Unite. I am, by the way, I need to work out the exact details of the boss with the boss, but I'm planning to stream at least one of the 2 days this weekend. Maybe both. Just need to figure out if it's gonna be tomorrow or daytime or evening or what. But because the servers were down yesterday, we've got a lot of decks I want to get through, so we're gonna do a little bit of gathering some magic over the weekend. Yeah, my plan, we actually played an Explorer deck first thing this morning, too. So my plan is to do 1 Explorer and 1 Standard deck every day, and then 1 either Alchemy or Historic. Or my short-term content plans. Caboose, man! Thanks for dropping off the Prime. I appreciate it. Welcome back. How's Elspeth felt? She's been reasonable in this deck. I've been really impressed with this card when she's gotten to get into play. She's definitely a card I want to play with more often. Now, we're unfortunately not going to have a play that impacts the board this turn, but next turn we'll have a pretty decent turn. We'll get to go. Second, Felidar Retreat into Tingled Florahedron, make some 2/2s. And then the following turn, Elspeth might even just start grabbing us extra lands, which is nice. She can just trigger landfall with her -3 in this deck, which has been reasonable on occasion. In addition to grabbing other utility things like Skyclave Apparition. I think we're just taking 6 here down to 11. Yeah, chat, all the people that were complaining Obnixilis was going to ruin the format, believe it or not, the people that hadn't played games with the cards and had just watched it played in best of one, probably didn't have the best beat on the heart of the format. Funny how that works out. Man, there's a name I haven't been hurt by in a while. Blizzard Brawl. Five here. They must have another threat to play out, right? That's why they didn't level the other ranger class, or they just wanted to leave themselves the flexibility to play one if they drew it. Hopefully, if they don't commit anything else to the board here, we might have a real shot. This is good for us. So we can go Elspeth down tick. Hoping to, our best hit here is one of our 4/4s that finds land.
May your peace last.
Wanted to find a Stomper. Oh, maybe I was just supposed to cast Stomper, huh? Instead of spinning for it? I'm so dumb. I'm probably just supposed to cast Stomper. Oh, I guess I could Kami and then put 2 lands from my hand into play and then I have an extra body. Yeah, I like that. Okay. This has a shield counter as well. So we go 2/2, 2/2. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and make one more 2/2 and then give 1/1 counters. Yeah, I saw that, Silence. Doesn't seem like that big of an issue, because, like, everybody experiences the same thing. Oh, it's only in creatures, it's only in Pokemon that level up. Oh, that's awkward. They can activate. Sure, they can give one of them trample. So if I do this, they make this a 6, and then it tramples. Then I go to 1. When you target a legitimate businessman with certain abilities, it crashes magic online. Doesn't sound too terribly legitimate to me. Tank, kill me. Thanks. Man, I really thought we were gonna stabilize that. If I would have played the Stomper there, we stabilized, right? I messed up. Because I had 7 lands, right? Yeah, if I would have played Stomper, I would have had a 5/5 instead of a 2/2 there. And we crushed them. That was my mistake. Deserve that one. Yasharn is slow. Scut Sword's probably a little slow. Let's try this. Yeah, it's awkward. That's pretty impressive, honestly. We had a decent root towards stabilization there. If I would have played better, we lived through that end, and then Elspeth actually gives lifelink counters, so we would have stabilized really hard with Elspeth giving lifelink if I had played better on that last sequence. Yeah, if I just like survive that turn, Elspeth means we stabilize. Just like don't have good attacks, and then I take over the game. Because our go long plan is obviously better. I think I keep this even with Forceful Cultivator costing 4. We actually go farmland into Plains Florahedron, then we just cast this on 3, right? And casting this on 3 means we can Elspeth on 4. Now, if they kill my Tangled Florahedron, I actually get into a lot of trouble here. I actually don't have a second creed at the moment, but this is probably a mediocre play on average. Well, I guess they can do it with the bump now. Brutal. Magic Creed is telling me I should go play Pokemon Unite. Alright. To continue playing the game, I suppose. Let's see if they're able to put a lot of pressure into play here. This takes us off a lot of tempo. So I'm going to be able to start casting these, but we're going to be pretty far behind as far as tempo is concerned, not making any plays that impact the board this turn. Yeah, Silence, and that's honestly the fact that, like, that's the bug really just goes to show how people that were like, oh, it's a jungle nerf, or oh, it's likely a passive XP nerf, like, wait and see is what you should be doing in spots like that. Instead of speculating. Oh, I actually didn't cut the third plains. That might have gotten us here, actually. I said I needed to cut the third plains. We definitely want 2 plains to be able to search up white for our double white cards, but yeah. Yeah, one of these should be a forest. And obviously, these could be the 2 that we're keeping, potentially, but good chance that they're not. Halo Fountain losing us games even after we've cut it from the deck. Brutal. Now, we're hoping to draw a non-land card next turn, so that way I can go Felidar Retreat, play Forest, trigger Retreat, play Cultivator, trigger Retreat. Okay. People will do anything to try and save Face Silence. It's the wonderful mental gymnastics, other than like people really should, like, it's okay to admit you were wrong, chat. It's really not a big deal. I'm just gonna try and grind solos on my main account to Master's Wrath. We'll do some open lobbies next week. Up to Ultra 2. I want to see if I can make any progress. Might do some duos or trios for a second, but they have 2 removal spells here? Well, if they have 2 removal spells, they don't have a land drop, so that would be good for us. Debating on attacking with everything. And our turn next turn is going to be quite good too, right? It's Stomper plus Elspeth potentially. Take 7 here, down to 4. What's Elspeth? Well, she gives a permanent counter, right?
I'm not looking for trouble, but I'll fight if I have to.
Yeah, she gives a permanent lifelink counter.
Show him what you got.
She ults relatively quick, ticking up here too. If they draw another fight spell, we get into trouble with this line. But I guess we're not even dead to that, right? Because if they draw a fight spell, these fight, we trade here, we block here, we take 2, we go to 2, and then we still have Elspeth in play. Okay, that gets to kill Felidar Retreat. And we get to give this first strike next turn, and then we get to get attacking with it. Well, so if I gave this 5/5 and attacked Cody, they would have double blocked. They had a 1/2 and a 4/4. And first strike on here lets me attack into their Death Toucher, which is great.
This is your fight. Win it.
I think this attack is GG. I don't think they come back from here. They're gaining 11. They need to draw another copy of Master's Rebuke. But even if they draw that, then they have to deal with Elspeth and everything else. She's threatening a Unite move next turn. They've also only drawn 4 lands. They're kind of due to draw land here. Why not flying? Because we're better on defense with first strike.
We will restore the peace. I won't let a few. I know there's a hero inside you.
Oh, you know what? I probably want Wandering Emperor this matchup too, huh? I might cut this Gut Swarms. Now we gotta do another draw. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully have, I think we probably need to mulligan if we don't have Portable Hole or turn 2 Forceful Cultivator on the draw. I think it's pretty important to have a meaningful play by the second turn. I'm gonna choose to end the stream being able to block warriors. Five mana white card, chat, just like we drew it up. This one's 2 strikes and we're out, champ. Correct, yeah. That's why we're playing Turn Timber in this deck. Almost never cast it. Plains would have been a good one. Plains would have been we don't cast the spell but we keep playing. But that was the beats. Alright, I'm gonna cut the 3rd Plains for an extra forest before I forget, but we're gonna go ahead and flip over to Pokemon Unite. I actually really liked this shell by the end of it. Obviously, we kept kind of a meme-worthy hand there at the very end, but I like the core of what this deck is doing. We lost the first game in that match to me having a sequencing mistake. And then their draw was also very good, but if I had sequenced better, their draw being good wouldn't have mattered, so yeah. I like it. Felt really good. Cultivator and these two together, having like creature beaters that also give you land drops for our landfall things, felt really cohesive and reasonable. So definitely excited to try more of this later next week. It's gonna be a hot second before we get back to it though, because I've got a whole bunch of things I want to try in all these formats. So we're gonna rotate through a bunch of new ideas before we revisit ones for a second time for sure.